Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel, the Glammed Rebel. I hope everyone's having a good day. Please like, comment, and subscribe for daily updates. Lee tells Finn about Luna. Does Sheila push her to tell the truth? There is a situation in which Lee is concealing Luna, who is in a coma, and Sheila is getting very near to discovering the truth rather quickly. And when Sheila discovers that Luna is still alive, the question that arises is whether or not she would put pressure on Lee to reveal the awful truth to their son Finn. But before we get into any of that, if you aren't already following, please click the subscribe button. At the end of this week, Sheila and Lee find themselves in the same place, and both of them are somewhat taken aback by the way that their encounter unfolds and the results that it yields. And the highlight is the moment when Sheila discovers Lee in the company of Luna. We are aware that Sheila is fed up with Lee's refusal to provide answers regarding the location of Luna's burial or the dispersal of her ashes. In addition, given that Lee is acting in such a suspicious manner, I could very well imagine Sheila following Lee and pursuing her to obtain some answers. Therefore, it is possible that Sheila will arrive at the location where Lee is providing care for Luna, who is unconscious at that time. On top of that, Lee would be completely taken aback if he saw Sheila standing at the door, because this would be for now, it appears like Lee is determined to conceal the fact that Luna is still alive from everyone, at least for now. When Lee informed her sister Poppy that Luna had passed away, I had the impression that she was conducting a test at the hospital. It is my belief that Lee wanted to find out if Poppy had any regrets to determine whether or not he could possibly inform her that Luna was not actually dead. That turned out to be unsuccessful. After Luna was said to have passed away, I had the impression that Lee was putting Finn through a test to determine whether or not he was feeling remorseful about the loss of his daughter, or whether, like Poppy, he was relieved but not being hostile about it. I am also of the opinion that Lee made an appearance at Il Giardino to test the waters with Sheila, and I believe that only Sheila, out of the three of them, Finn, Sheila, and Poppy, passed Lee's test. Nevertheless, she is still not coming clean about what she did. Sheila would undoubtedly be shocked if she found Lee with Luna. Currently, she is in utter disbelief due to the passing of her granddaughter Luna. If Sheila were to find Luna and Lee alive, it would be a miracle for her, but it would be fantastic for her. Because Lee had misled and led everyone to believe that Luna had passed away, it is only natural that Sheila would be furious about the situation. This segment is at 2:39. However, I think Sheila would easily understand why Lee felt it was necessary to hide the fact that Luna had survived. However, due to the fact that Sheila is an exception to the rule, she might be dissatisfied that Lee did not permit her to know about the secret. The police will not be able to stop her. There is no way that she is going to tell Steffi, Obviously, Sheila will be overjoyed to learn that Lee was successful in preventing Luna's death and that the theory that she had passed away was not accurate. It's not right that there are so many different kinds of people who are meant to be dying. Even though Sheila is going to be annoyed that Lee lied to her about their grandchild, I believe that the overwhelming majority of Sheila's emotions will be ones of relief and appreciation, even if she is annoyed. And from that point on, I believe that Sheila will want to be part of Luna's recovery, regardless of whether or not Lee is interested in receiving assistance. Additionally, I believe that Sheila may exert pressure on Lee to inform Finn that Luna is still alive. However, Lee may explain to Sheila the potential consequences of doing so, since Finn may inform Steffi. It's even possible that he'll tell the police. And it is common knowledge that whenever Steffi returns to town, if she discovers that Luna is still alive, Steffi will do all in her power to disguise the fact that she is a homicidal lunatic by claiming that she is a wicked mother. Considering the fact that Finn might be really concerned for Steffi's well-being and come to the conclusion that Luna ought to be sent to jail, Sheila might have faith that he would not hand her up to the authorities. I believe it would be an example of misplaced faith. Nevertheless, I could understand Sheila having it because eventually Luna is Finn's daughter and Finn is grieving her death. Sheila may believe that he deserves to know that Luna is still alive and that Lee is taking care of her. Not only that, but Finn is a physician, and Sheila might believe that he could assist Lee in attempting to bring Luna back from the edge of death because she is still asleep and has been for such a long time. It is possible that Sheila will begin to exert pressure on Lee to deliver the news to Finn after she has fully comprehended the reality that Luna is not dead. Obviously, I can imagine Lee putting an end to Sheila's activities. There is no doubt in my mind that Lee is thinking that she will ultimately inform Finn. But for the time being, when Luna is asleep and everyone is still so fresh about the shootings, why would anyone tell anyone? We are aware that Lisa Yamada required a break from her role on Bold and the Beautiful in order to visit the set of her new project for Amazon Prime. It is necessary for Luna to continue to act as a cameo for a short period of time until Lisa is able to resume filming. The word on the street is that Luna ought to be awake for the episodes that will air in September, which is only a few weeks away. My question is whether or not Sheila will be able to keep the news to herself if she discovers that Luna is still alive. Sheila probably won't tell Deacon, as he won't be happy to hear it. I do wonder, however, whether Sheila will be able to keep her mouth shut and keep it from Finn while Luna is unconscious, or whether she will eventually give in and tell him this information. In my opinion, Sheila has a favorable chance of being able to keep the secret to herself. I have a feeling that Lee will resort to all means necessary to conceal the fact that Luna has managed to survive. And if Sheila manages to force her way into the issue, well, that's already a problem in and of itself. On the other hand, Lee will most likely draw a line in the sand and tell her, "Look, I can just move Luna, and you'll never find her." Alternately, Lee might propose a middle ground. She will offer Sheila the opportunity to assist her in taking care of Luna. Also, once their granddaughter is awake and stable, Lee will be able to inform her that we will discuss when and what to tell Finn. Moreover, it is possible that Sheila will have to make do with the fact that she is able to assist Lee in taking care of Luna, and then she will have to bide her time while trying to persuade Lee that they had to tell their son Finn the truth about their daughter. As a result of the fact that Sheila and Lee share the same goal of rescuing Luna, it is possible that they will eventually become friends and finally let go of their long-standing enmity towards Jack Finnegan that they harbored in the past. And because Jack has been gone for such a long time, we never see him again. In all seriousness, if Steffi is able to change her attitude toward Sheila and acknowledge that she is a hero for saving Steffi's life, then anything is possible. When Luna finally comes to, Sheila and Lee will be able to discuss the situation, and then they will be able to bring Finn in and demonstrate to him that his daughter has survived. In any case, the issue that arises is, what then? Whenever the authorities discover that Luna is still alive, she will be sent to jail. This could be the ultimate plan that Lee has in mind. She may have saved Luna's life, but she wants her to make some adjustments, to be accountable, and to face the consequences of her actions. However, she doesn't want Luna to die. Considering Lee's demonstrated compassion for Luna and the ongoing issues related to Poppy shooting, I tend to believe that Lee may not want Luna to be incarcerated. But we'll see. As far as Lee is concerned, Poppy is solely to blame for the way that Luna turned out. That being said, it is possible that the Bold and the Beautiful may begin a redemption arc for Finn's daughter once she has regained consciousness. There is also the possibility that they could simply send Luna away to begin a new life someplace else because everyone in Los Angeles is either scared of her or despises her, particularly Steffi. This means that we will have to wait and see if Luna stays around once she wakes up, either to make amends or to continue to haunt people. I am grateful to you for being such a devoted listener. Stay connected with the Glammed Rebel for all the latest updates, spoilers, and deep dive recaps. See you in the next video. Stay safe and healthy. May God keep you safe. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell button for daily updates.